Chapter 3, Directional Terms, Positions, and Imaging. In this chapter, we'll look at defining spelling, um, word parts relating to directional terms and diagnostic imaging. We'll also look at spelling, pronunciation, and defining of directional terms. We'll also look at defining, pronouncing, and spelling terms used to describe the abdominal pelvic regions and the anatomical planes. The body in what's considered to be anatomical position is one that is standing straight, upright, arms to the side, with the palms of the hands facing forward and with the feet side by side. The directional terms are the same whether the person is standing or supine, but typically you see the picture of them in a standing position. Let's look at some directional combining forms and their meanings. Antero means front, such as in anterior. Dorso means back. Posterio means back and behind. Proximo means near, and in this case, it's usually referring to something like a limb, an arm or leg, and it is proximo is near the point of origin, or at the point of origin, which usually in this case with an arm would be the shoulder. Superio is above. Some diagnostic imaging combining forms include radio, which is X-rays and ionizing radiation, and this is basically our X-ray type terms. Sono means sound, such as in a sonogram, and tomo means to cut or to slice or to section. And then prefixes, these are generally referring to numbers in this case. So bi means two, so two of something, and uni means one. A term that you might see in medical terms would be unilateral, which would be referring to one side. In our suffixes, we have al, ic, and ior, all meaning pertaining to, whereas ad or ad is referring to toward something. Graph is an instrument used to record or the record of something, and graphy then is also with a slight change of adding one letter, means the process of recording or the process of radiographic imaging. Some examples of directional terms are cephalad, which is meaning toward the head or upward. Distal is pertaining to away or from the point of attachment, as in we had proximal earlier was referring to the insertion or the point of attachment, but distal means the opposite end of it. So this would be, I used the arm as an analogy there before with the arm and proximo. So disto would be towards the hand or the wrist. Superior means pertaining to above. Ventral means pertaining to the belly or the front. Anterior posterior is pertaining to the front and to the back, and a lot of times this is used as a reference to the positioning to perform certain radiographic x-rays and so forth, and the common abbreviation here is also AP. In this slide we have the abdominal pelvic regions. There's a few of the word parts that we're using on this, but the first thing you want to know is you always referring to the regions from the viewpoint of the patient. So it's always the patient's right and left side and so forth. Within these, you have the left and right hypochondriac regions. Those are on each side, and the top part of the abdominal pelvic regions. Epigastric is above the stomach. which is what epigastric means, and then the right and left lumbar are to the middle sections on either side. The umbilical is in the center, which would also coincide with over the umbilicus. The right and left iliac are the bottom right and left, and the hypogastric are below the stomach. These are also uh, ones that you see used quite often to indicate where certain body organs are that lie beneath each of these areas, and how to distinguish a body part related to a certain region of the body.